Hello, everyone. My name is James Hagins, and today I will be sharing my philosophy of special education, along with the roles and responsibilities of a special education teacher. I'll also explain how my experiences, my faith, and my personal values have shaped the teacher I hope to become. As you can see on my infographic, there are several important responsibilities that every education teacher has. I'll use this infographic to guide my presentation as I explain each area and how it connects to my own philosophy of teaching. Before I can explain the responsibilities on my infographic, I wanted to share why I chose this profession. When I decided to work with youth, I knew I had a message I wanted to leave with the younger generation. I wanted to encourage students, help them grow, and show them they were capable of accomplishing more than they believed. At first, I honestly never imagined that message would be delivered through special education. I actually began working with youth in a juvenile detention center, and that experience had a major impact on me. It opened my eyes to the challenges many students face and showed me how important it is to have someone who believes in them and supports them, even in difficult situations. As I continue working with students, I truly believe God opened the door for me to enter this field. Looking back now, I can't picture myself doing anything else. Working with students who have unique needs has taught me patience, compassion, and the importance of never giving up on students. Now, I'd like to walk through each section of my infographic and explain why these responsibilities are so important to me. The first section of my infographic focuses on supporting students' learning. One of the biggest responsibilities of a special education teacher is meeting students where they're at academically. Every student learns differently, so it's important to provide instruction that fits their individual needs. That may include accommodations, modifications, small group instructions, or simply finding another way to explain a concept. I believe relationships come first before academics. When students know that you care about them and believe in them, they're much more willing to learn and take chances. My goal is to help students become more confident learners who believe in themselves. Moving to the next section of my infographic, we have legal responsibilities. Special education teachers are responsible for following each IEP, protecting confidential information, and making sure students receive the accommodations and services they are entitled to under law. These responsibilities aren't just paperwork, they help protect student rights and ensure every child has equal opportunities to succeed. It's part of our responsibility to make sure every student receives the support they deserve. Another important area shown on my infographic is ethical responsibilities. Being an ethical educator means treating every student fairly, respectfully, and with dignity. We have to maintain professionalism while always making decisions that are in the best interest of our students. I believe every student has strengths, even if they don't see them yet. One of my biggest responsibilities is helping students recognize those strengths and building confidence in themselves. The next section is collaboration. Special education teachers don't work alone. Every day we collaborate with general education teachers, administrators, therapists, counselors, and their families. Families know their children better than anyone else. So building trust and communicating openly with them is essential. When everyone works together toward the same goals, students receive the consistent support they need to succeed. And the final responsibility highlighted in my infographic is advocacy. Advocating for students is one of the most meaningful parts of this profession. Sometimes students need someone who will speak up for them and make sure that they receive the resources, the opportunities, and the support they deserve. I want to be that advocate. I want my students to know someone believes in them, supports them, and will continue encouraging them even when things become difficult. Next up, I got my philosophy. Now that I've discussed the responsibilities shown on my infographic, I'd like to share some of my personal beliefs about special education. My philosophy is simple. Every child can learn when they're given the right support, patience, and encouragement. Working in special education has taught me that behavior doesn't define a student. Many students come to school carrying challenges that other people don't see. Instead of focusing on what they can't do, I want to help them discover what they can do. One of the most rewarding parts of my job is watching students who have struggled finally experience success. Seeing them gain confidence reminds me why God led me into this profession, and I hope every student who leaves my classroom knows someone believed in them and never gave up on them. My Christian faith influences everything I do as a teacher. I believe every student is created by God with the purpose of value. Because of that, every child deserves patience, kindness, compassion, and respect. Teaching is an opportunity to serve others, and I believe God placed me in special education for a reason. And I hope to reflect His love the way I teach, encourage, and advocate for my students every day. As my infographic shows, being a special education teacher involves many different responsibilities, from supporting learning and collaborating with others to advocating for students and following ethical and legal standards. For me, though it goes beyond those responsibilities, it's about making a lasting impact on students' lives. I'm thankful God led me into this profession, and I look forward to continuing to grow while helping every student reach their full potential. Thank you for your time and for listening to my presentation.